Hello YouTubists! We are still currently on holiday in the Vosges Mountains of France. I'm sitting in the kitchen of the apartment we've rented, and this is my Fox ProFrame helmet, which I bought last year, this point last year, also in France. Actually, was it this time last year? It was this time last year. I bought it from an Intersport. I wanted a pedal-friendly downhill helmet, and the Fox, as you can see, has plenty of ventilation. But when you go to a bike park, you do very little in the way of pedaling. It's mostly downhill, so very little pedaling. So yeah, do you really need this kind of ventilation? I will point out also that the MIPS in this, the slip plane technology, makes a fair bit of noise when you've got your head in it. I'll try and get it centered like that. I'm trying to do this with one hand. So if I move that around, you see it shifting and moving, but when it's on your head, that noise, that kind of, that there, you hear that all the time, and it's acceptable, but it's a fairly noisy helmet. I think it's a good looking helmet, there's no doubt about that, but the goggles are even more good looking. I love my layout goggles. But there's a problem with this helmet. Now, I've had this for about a year, and last year I think I rode in it once or twice. We went to Valorcin once. Do you know, I may even have just ridden in it once. I put the obligatory chin bar GoPro mount on, which is a bit of a Heath Robinson affair. Bit of a gluey sticky pad and a couple of zip ties, because I'm too mean to give some guy $30 plus $30 in shipping for one of those 3D printed mounts. But that chin bar's worked fine, and when I'm at home I can hang the helmet up by it like that. See, that works perfectly. But we were at Lac Blanc Bike Park the other day, and as I took my helmet off, I felt something in my hand, or on my hand. Oh, that seems peculiar. And then there was a noise as well. Now, I'm gonna try to show you this. There, you can see it there. That moved, and that is clearly broken, which isn't very good. And if we look at the bottom as well, if that'll focus, it's cracked there as well. So not good. I mean, there are a couple of scuffs on it there and around there, but this is from being, you know, pushed into the car, other things knocking against it in transit. But crucially, I've never crashed in this. I've crashed in, I've got a layout, a brand new layout helmet, which I basically went head first into a bush. I went around a small berm. My front wheel went over the top of the berm. The bike went that way. I continued that way, kind of, and head first into a bush. That helmet's fine, I hope. But that's a trail helmet. This thing I have never ever crashed in, but despite that, that is a pretty, I mean, I can't use this helmet anymore. I could use it on the trail, but why would I do that when I've got a trail helmet? So I'm gonna have to replace it. I would say to those who own a Fox ProFrame, go and check the chin bar, because I've never crashed in this helmet. I may have, or it may have dropped from where it hangs. Basically, it hangs up on the ceiling, up near the ceiling in our bike den. And I don't think I've dropped it, but that doesn't mean to say it hasn't been dropped. But from a drop of, what, just over a couple of meters, even if it drops onto the chin bar, that's a, yeah, I don't like that. That's really not good. So a new helmet will have to be bought before I do any more bike park laps. If any of you out there in YouTube land have got any suggestions, I would love to hear them. You know, just put what helmet you've got in the comments, why it's good, and basically, although money is not an issue, you know, if you say, oh, I've got, you know, a POC carbon fiber and it only cost me, you know, $600 or 600 euros, and yeah, that's maybe a bit expensive. When I bought this, it was 260 euros or something, which I thought was a reasonable price. But, you know, a reasonably priced helmet, which is good. So any suggestions, leave them in the comments. But really, I wanted to make this video just to show you, anyone with a Fox ProFrame, you know, look, go and check it out. Check the chin bars out, because that is just, I mean, that's not good. That's pretty bad. And it looks like it's been from, it's either an impact, which is what I think it is. I think it's been dropped. I don't think I've dropped it, but that doesn't mean to say it hasn't been dropped. But yeah, so it's either a drop, being damaged by being dropped, or it's a manufacturing fault. But yeah, that is, oh, come on, that's not a good thing. So if you got one of these things, check it out. Okay, that will do for this. See you later. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. One buy is one more better, and one Fox is not good.